Hello, everybody, and welcome to Astro Gym Tarot to Christ, where we convert full time sinners into full time Christians, and where we're all God's children and we're all loved and we all matter. So, I'm not going to talk too much because I know people just like to get straight into the word, and I'm going to get straight into the message today. And, yeah, the message that I'm going to give you guys today is don't give up. Like, don't give up, because right now, the chosen ones, we are being pushed by people. Like, the message of today is don't give in to evil. Do not submit to oppressive systems and systematic conditions that people have imposed on you. Like, right now, the chosen ones have been called to separate ourselves from things that we know that's corrupt. Like, I'm literally experiencing this today. I am going through a huge spiritual transformation because God has literally been just like nudging me on my shoulder to separate myself from like all bullshit. Like, have you have people in positions of power and you're tolerant to their bullshit because you need them for certain things. Like, say for instance, your manager at your job. You need your manager at your job to cut a check, so you're more willing and susceptible to deal with his attitude and his mood swings because he got something that you need. Or like your hairstylist. You see a hairstylist constantly bullying and belittling another child of God or another person that can be brought to Christ, but yet all you see is subliminals, negativity, boasting, all types of negativity. And you really have to pay attention and examine these people for who they are, because they're very crafty and cunning. They're good at trying to flip the script and twist the narrative. And I can't stand the shit. Like, I'm blowing the horn. I was supposed to create my podcast weeks ago. I even started an Instagram. If you go add my Instagram page, Astro Jim Tarot to Christ, I used to read tarot. I was into a bunch of different spiritual practices. I'm gonna get into that a bit deeper, but I always been a lover of God. I've always loved Jesus since I was a little girl. From the day, I went to the church when I was 12 years old when they was baptizing people. I was always a very shy and nervous and anxious girl, but I just felt like that I knew that was the right thing to do, was walk down the aisle and give my life to Jesus Christ. And I've been sold ever since. Like, I always love God. I always pray to God to be a sacrifice, to save the world. I was praying this stuff when I was 11, 12 years old. You know, I was not a perfect child, but I wasn't the worst child either. I was misunderstood. And God has put it on my heart to tell a lot of y'all that it wasn't y'all fault. Y'all were just misunderstood, and y'all didn't have the proper support systems and guidance around you to help you prevail. Everybody around you was jealous of you, and they could have spoke up for you. They could have helped you. They could have been a lending hand, but they chose not to because they was too intimidated and afraid of what you are becoming. And I'm here to speak to the lost ones, the ones that feel like they don't got a place in society, the ones that people go out their way to make feel like they're weird. No matter what you do, you level up. All of a sudden, the standards is 5 steps higher. It's just like no matter what you do, it's always somebody put in place to make sure you won't win. But it's the season for us, like, to win now. Like, it's time for God's people to win. Like, enough of the bullshit. Like, it's time to literally get your armor of God together, blow the trumpet, and wake people up out of this matrix. Because this shit is crazy. Like, everybody just like turning a blind eye to corruption. It's kind of like the Bird Box movie. Like, movies are put out not really for entertainment, but to get out a message about what's going on in the world. And Bird Box was about people new way of surviving in this new world is to act like they don't see people doing whole shit. so that they won't be next. But the thing is, what y'all fail to realize is you're gonna be next regardless. Cause Satan ain't got no loyalty to nobody. And if you sit up and watch the next person do that to another person, like who are you? What do you stand for? Like what do you think God gonna tell you on Judgment Day? So today, like I really want to wake people up and just kind of get people that smack that they need to like just kind of open their eyes, and pay attention to what's going on around them. Your friends on social media. If you see them always posting something negative, why are you chiming in, commenting on it? But you claim you love God though. You claim that you want to be a better person to get your life together, but as soon as you see some bullshit, you dive right in it. God set you up with opportunities to help people all day, but you want to go and indulge in buffoonery. Like, y'all need to focus. For real. Focus, because the enemy is busy. Because even I too has been getting sucked in the bullshit. Like right now we are being tested on a major level. God want to see if we gonna go forward or we gonna go backwards. And I done had my slip ups. I'm not perfect. But I'll be damned if I go backwards. I'll be damned if I let this corrupt ass society drag me down with them and have me up fighting with them every day because they want to subliminally diss me. They want to get together and gang stalk me. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. And when I say that the city of Little Rock, Arkansas hates me, they have this weird universal code to just hate me and boycott me. They don't like nobody who speak the truth. Like they don't want nothing but whole ass people around, and I'm sick of it. I'm here to blow the trumpet about my city too. Like it's time for Little Rock, Arkansas to pay for their bullshit because, excuse me, y'all, it's time. I feel like that it's time for me to wake the world up about the city that I'm in. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and it's a small city, but it's not that small. But the people down here are just unreal, y'all. These are really some sick individuals down here. And once a certain person get it in their mind they don't like you, nobody has a backbone. Nobody's going to stand up for you. Nobody's going to stick up for what's right. They will literally watch you be brutalized. I have had my naked pictures posted. I have been dragged. I have been crucified on social media over and over and over again. When I say it's the same group of people, Satan got his minions in a cult. I know, and like the spirit is leading me to tell y'all that I know that it's I just, if this resonate with you, this message is for you. If not, it's probably something else in the message for you. But God is just putting it on my spirit to speak to a certain group of people, or if this resonates, it's for you. But this is for a specific group of people that has people gang stalking them. And it's literally been since you've been in middle school and high school. It is the same people, the same demons that are assigned to your life to destroy you. And I mean, they won't quit. I mean, relentless. Smear campaigns, rumors, lies. Every time you get a blessing, they want to steal it, impersonating you, talking about you, slandering you, but then turning around and they want your personality. The same people that sit up and talk about you, they want your personality. They'll turn around and talk about what you got on today and go put on what you got tomorrow. It's really sad. Like, you know, and like I said, the movie Bird Box was about just how much people can adapt to that's not right and just act like they don't see it. That's how you gonna be able to survive in a new world. And I'm here just to give out warnings to people not to conform to evil. Do not surrender and bow down, because God is angry. And God is stirring up anger in his people. Even the ones that's been kind of sitting back on the sidelines, watching, trying to figure out what they should do. God is activating his purpose that you've been so longly wanting to know. You know, why am I here? Why your purpose that you've been, uh 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 internally searching for. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, why am I here? Well, God is waking his people up. But it's up to y'all to answer the calling. But God has lost his patience with the bullshit. Like, if you claim that you a child of God, pick your side. Like, seriously, pick your side. Y'all literally need to pick a side, because I'm tired of Christians. Y'all need to know how much responsibility that you hold as a Christian. Once you claim to be a Christian and you go back to bullying or hanging around people that bully, that's another Christian that's trying to come to Christ that's lost. It's like, oh Lord, I don't take the faith serious. You see the people that say they Christians, they sitting up talking about people. How I'm gonna tell these people when I'm having a problem, my light to get cut off? How I'm gonna go to these people? They sitting up laughing about somebody else. Y'all don't think this a real issue, but it is. It's people out there crying and dying on the inside for help, and it could be the people that's laughing with you. It could be the people that's around you on a day-to-day basis and don't know how to speak out for help, because when they get online, they see somebody being laughed at and humiliated. Like, it's affecting a lot of people. They just don't know how to say nothing. And when I say social media, Facebook has just became so evil. I advise people to really remove their platform off of Facebook. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I just really, if I didn't have these businesses, if I didn't have so much going in my suite, I would totally remove myself from Facebook. That's why I'm slowly transferring my platform from Facebook to YouTube, because Facebook is a joke. It ain't nothing but a whole bunch of wannabe celebrities and jealous evil witches sitting there waiting for somebody that they see that has the glow of God on them to devour them, stir up stuff with them, constantly throw shots at them all day and won't direct the tag shit. And then they think because you love the Lord, you're supposed to sit there and just eat that shit up. I'm not going to eat up shit. I'm going to get right with you on your level, and I'm going to ask for forgiveness, because I'm not that goddamn strong. I'm learning how to be strong. But I ain't strong enough to let a whole community of motherfuckers just bully me and just jump on a bandwagon just because other people doing it and not stand up and say nothing and defend myself. Unfortunately, today I chose to defend myself, because we got the concept wrong. We think that God wants us to just sit up and turn the other cheek and just get bopped all upside your head. Well, you keep doing that and see how long that worked for you, and see if you begin to feel suicidal or begin to feel angry and want to lash out. That's because that's not for you to sit on. It's not for you to bottle that up inside of you. Go get help. Go create a support system of people that know exactly what you're going through, that's going to stand up and fight for you, that's going to comment under your page and send you support and send you stars and send you love and positive energy and lift you up. We need to come together and create a circle of people that understand what we're going through, because it's too many people that don't, that resonate with the world. And God said, my people are not friends of the world. We supposed to fellowship and be friends of each other and bond because of Christ. But I mean, nowadays, it seemed like people are just so distracted by the wrong things. But I'm here to get people on track. God said focus. God say pull yourself up by the bootstraps and be strong. And he said stay focused. That's the message. Stay focused and separate yourself from things that you know that are not pleasing to God. And this is mainly with people in toxic environments. Stop trying to fit in with people you know that ain't about nothing. And that's our problem as the black community. We swear we won't change. Reborn Christians, we swear we won't change. We swear we want this and we want that. But soon as we got the opportunity to indulge in some bullshit, we lose everything that we talked about and we go right back into the bullshit and the devil wins. We got to stop this, and we got to stop selling ourselves short for for ingenuine. We got to stop selling ourselves short for ingenuine influencers. Y'all got to stop being pick me people and jumping on a bandwagon as soon as you see somebody with a bunch of followers. Them be the fakest, most unrealistic ass people. They sit up and just brag all day and just rub their whole lifestyle in your face. But soon as you ask them to help somebody and what have they done to help their community, they ain't got nothing to say. All of a sudden they want to do cheap discounted virtual classes Wednesday and this and that, but that was never on their heart until they was called out about it. Pay attention to people like that always can find some negative to say about a person, but can never uplift nobody. They can't take that same mouth and ask that same person that they misunderstand, what's the issue? How can I help? How can I make peace? Because God's people are peacemakers. Watch a person that always want to be funny. I always want to be the clown online. I always want to make somebody the butt of their jokes, at the expense of their self-esteem in business. They always got something to say. I can't stand people like that. And unfortunately, Little Rock, Arkansas was full of people like that. They sit back and they watch your page. They watch you. They watch you. They watch you. Don't even know you. Then found out through somebody else they don't like, or stumbled up on your page. And they don't never really just stumble up on your page. They usually know you through somebody, and then sat back and watched you for years, and they think they know you because they stalk your page. And every time you got an issue, I mean, every time you can block these people, they always got something to say. They always got something to say. Make you a fake page and watch they ass back, because everything that you post, they gonna always have something to say to combat that and match up with something that you just said. And you be like, how do they still keep up with everything that I say, but they're blocked because they're obsessed with you? Those demons are obsessed with the light. It's like a light with gnats around it. They can't stay away from it, even if you block them. The biggest human emotion is curiosity. Don't ever think that you too little for, or in a motherfucker too big to watch you, because it be the ones that be real big, that be stealing content and all type of stuff off of people with smaller platforms, pages. And they will sit up there and study the way you move. See, you got the potential to blow up, and they will steal your whole persona before you can blow up and do what you need to do. And it's really sickening. Like, I'm so tired of it. I mean, I got so much to cover with y'all. I just don't know where to begin. But if y'all got a certain type of topic y'all want me to cover, y'all want to discuss on, please let me know. And I can't wait till I build my following up so I can go live and we can really start having real conversations. Because y'all, I done been through so much. I am a prostitute, okay? I sell my body for money every day to make ends meet, because I wasn't fortunate enough to have a loving mother that cares about me. I wasn't fortunate enough to have a sister that cares about me. My mom and my sister are jealous of me. They act like high schoolers. They get together, they snare their nose up at me. They don't invite me to nothing until they already there, and they love to make me feel like I'm the outsider. Why, I don't know. But my sister been jealous of me since I was little. Y'all know the story of Joseph. Joseph's siblings was jealous of him, and they sold him because he was the favorite, because they was just that much intimidated by Joseph. They sold him out, his own siblings. And Joseph, God lifted Joseph up and made Joseph a ruler. And Joseph, he had damn near the keys to the Joseph had the keys to the city. And he still came back and showed his siblings and his family mercy. He did. He showed them mercy. And guess what? A lot of Josephs right now is me and you. Me and you is Josephs. I'm a Joseph. My own brothers don't even like me and sold me out. And if you ask for a reason why, they don't even know. They don't like me for reasons that they easily for reasons and flaws that they easily forgive other people for without thinking twice. They hate me for life for it. Ain't got nothing to say to me. You would think that I tried to assassinate my siblings and my mama. They really act like I'm the issue. But just because you're outnumbered, that don't mean that you the issue. Like, you can be an angel born in a family of demons, my nigga. Like, don't ever put yourself down. Like, you know who you are. You know when something don't feel right. And sometimes motherfuckers be full of shit. Like, don't let these motherfuckers play with you and pull your whole card like you not official, like you not trying to do the right thing, like you get up every day and try your best to break generational curses and bring your family together, and they blow you off like you a joke. Don't be hard on yourself just because you get tired and you want to give up. That's normal, because I'm strong as hell. And even I too want to give up sometimes. I just want to say, fuck this shit. I done about gave up on my family. I've been praying for my family since I was a little girl. When my mama was putting me in and out of hospitals. My mama, she didn't know how to deal with me. She just threw me in hospitals. She just threw me to the system. She just beat on me. She pepper sprayed me. She did all type of shit to me. She starved me. She mentally abused me. She told me I wasn't shit and I wasn't gonna be shit. She made me feel nasty. She made me feel unwelcome in my own home that I was born into. I don't want that for y'all, and I don't want that for nobody. And I damn sure don't want that for my future generation of children that I choose to bring into this world. I don't got no kids because right now I'm trying to get my heart, body, and soul right. Because I'm disgusted with parenthood. Because I don't know parenthood. I've never had an older woman be a positive mentor to me. They was all jealous of me. They all tore me down, and they all was bad influences on me. You know, they didn't choose to see the good in me and raise me up as a daughter and see me as somebody with value. They allowed me to be carried away into the system and didn't even care my own godmama. She didn't give a fuck about me. She sat back and watched everything and, in fact, helped my mama spread my business around the community. But I had to remember she too was jealous. She too was being used by higher powers to push me into my purpose. See, she was jealous because she wanted her daughter to be me and look like me, and she know her kids ain't half to what I am. People will be jealous of you because they'll really want their kids to be equipped with what you was equipped with. And her family's supposed to be so holy, so holy, so holy. My godmama had a big family, and my mama never had that. So she clung to my godmama because she felt like she had a family with them, and that's understandable. I don't blame my mama for that. I understand her wanting to have a family, but your job is to create and nourish and grow your own family. But you can't do that because you too busy running up and behind somebody else's family. And another word God got for me is to be grateful for what you got. Don't look at another family because you think it's bigger, you think it's more love there. Work on your family. Build your family up. And if your family don't want to act right, create your own family. And if you feel like you struggling with fertility issues, which is normal, especially when you grew up in a stressful surrounding, sometimes God won't allow you to be fertile until you find the love in your heart that you need. Sometimes God will not allow you to be fertile until he find a man he knows is going to take care of that baby he sent you. Sometimes God just feel like you too precious to get pregnant. Sometimes God feel like you was robbed of your childhood and he wants you to live a little more and experience life so you won't be selfish and oppress your kids. Like me right now, I'm trying to break generational curses. I'm trying to heal myself. I don't want to be like my mama. I don't want to choose to give in into the generational curse and torture my own child because my mama tortured me. See, my mama repeat what my grandma Maxine did. She didn't want us to call her by her name, which was grandma. She wanted us to call her Maxine because she wanted that to reflect the bond she had with my mom, which was nothing. My mama grew up sleeping on the floor pregnant at my grandma's house. And she passed, and my mama was just out there in the streets. And she told me my mama never looked out for me. She let me go to school with my makeup looking bad. She just failed me. And she felt like she was singled out and this and that and this and that. And instead of her being a better person, I know the Bible say we supposed to honor our parents, but at the same time, we supposed to tell the truth and shame the devil, and the truth will set you free. I cannot continue to be quiet for people who are not trying to improve and who keep purposely oppressing a bloodline because of jealousy and stupid ass reasons. Like, what are you gonna tell God? I hope I really wake my mama up, because what are you gonna tell God on Judgment Day about how you handled everything? Can you really tell him that you honestly did all you could do to be a good parent? Because I doubt you really did. Because you got a daughter who will literally move mountains to build a relationship with you, but yet you shit on me every chance you get and you play with me and you try your best to trigger me. I mean, every time you get around me, you doing little things you know that trigger me to try and irritate me, so that when I go crazy, you could try to put the psychiatrical curse on me. Like my mom and my sister got this thing. Oh, we got ADHD. Oh, we're on therapy. Oh, we're oppressed. No, and they just want to take all these medications and go to therapy. But that's God putting the same curses on them that they put on me. Now they pulling out they here and going through spells after spells because I'm gone now. I had to separate myself because they refuse to turn away from the bullshit. They still want to be evil. They still want to compete like my sister. I went back around her. Lord beholds, the same people that we grew up around in our community that's responsible for my business not flourishing today. Literally the same people that we grew up in, the same community of people that spit on our mama cars, harassed us, beat our stepdaddy down in front of us, never had nothing to say about us, responsible for me being gang stalked still to this day, sending big crowds of people to argue at me. I don't know, because one thing about cowards is, and people that know you really ain't wronged them, that's really just secretly jealous of you, they'll talk about you and they'll take your business to other people that don't really know you, that's stupid enough to blurt your business out, because they'll know you. They'll know how you coming. They'll know you a child of God and you gonna come say something, you gonna stick up for yourself. So they'll throw somebody else in the line of fire just to see how it turn out. You know, anything to get your information out there and give people something to run with so they can clown your ass, so people won't take you serious. But what they doing is they playing with God's plan, because fucking up my credibility. I'm an advocate for Christ. I'm an advocate for the light. I'm an advocate of what's good. You discredit me, you disabling God's vessel. And then he gonna have to come see you about that. See, a lot of people didn't know I was this deep. A lot of people counted me out and they underestimated me. And they said, oh, she ain't gonna be shit. She made too many mistakes, not knowing that God, cool as soldiers, was all sinners. All of his disciples were sinners. David was a murderer. Saul was ruthless. All of the people around God was ruthless. Peter was ruthless. We all know this. They were all ruthless. The prostitute that God favored, what was her name? What was that lady name that hid out the warriors? They hid out the warriors. She told a lie, but it was for a good reason. It was for a good reason. She was helping God's people, because she knew that the people that came after them did not have good intentions. So in return, God saved her and everything close to her, all because she rolled for the kingdom. So say what you want about a person, because they not fortunate enough, to afford what you can afford and do what you can do. Say what you want, you know, because a person can be up today and down tomorrow. They really can. A person can be up today and down by tomorrow. People try to measure your worth and your value according to materialistic things. Oh well, she can't be the chosen when she don't drive this. Oh well, she can't be the chosen when she ain't got that. You don't know how God's people coming. You don't know. God said it's gonna be somebody you never heard of, somebody you don't know. Why everybody in Little Rock, Arkansas trying to act like they don't know me after I was dragged and crucified online for years. I was just the butt of the joke. I couldn't say nothing, because here comes somebody that then seen me get into it with somebody else and then see nobody stick up for me. They like, oh shit, this is my chance to get some stripes. Let me get on her shit and start some shit with her, because I know if I say something and we get the arguing and she get the upper hand, a whole bunch of other people gonna come help me lie on her. She ain't got no family or no friends to stick up for her. Let's get over on her. A lot of y'all going through this shit. And my heart go out to y'all that ever had to deal with bullying and nobody came to your rescue. It's a very cold and tough feeling. It really changes you. Because I was such a happy-go-lucky person. I have people that still come up to me to this day that I grew up with. They like, you used to be so happy. What happened? Bitch, you know what happened. You sat around and watched me get tore apart by an evil, envious, jealous pack of lions, and you said nothing. But yet you want to come up and ask me what happened? You already know what happened. Read the story of Jesus. Read the story of the Bible and start at Genesis. That's what happened. It's the same thing happening over and over again. God wrote that story of the Bible for us. We are the Jesuses that's going through the same shit that he went through. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the people with pure hearts that's trying to do right in this world, that's automatically made a target by evil people that oppose that plan. God already wrote about it. How it'll turn out, what you will go through, how all the people around you was going to turn their fucking back on you, how your fucking family was going to sell you out. Like when Jesus' mama and his family came to the temple to see about him, he said, that ain't my mama. That ain't my family. A lot of y'all are failing to realize that your family is not your family. But the family that you build with Christ, the family that's here right now, The family that's going to support you and pour into you and it's going to give you generational knowledge to break these curses, that is your family. Fuck your hating ass family. And that's a lot of y'all problem. Y'all don't know how to let y'all family go, and y'all know they ain't about shit. They only take from you. But when it's time to support you, they don't see you. Now, why would you keep pouring into people like that when you got a world full of people like me and you that need to be creating our own family so we can actually get somewhere into this life? Like, we gonna have to start thinking outside the box, taking chances. Like, I've been hurt, you've been hurt, we all been hurt, but we got to come together and like put an end to all this cyberbullying. Like, people need to stand up. God need more people standing up for his people. Y'all can't get mad when it ain't saviors on this earth no more, and y'all sitting there watching them be mutilated and annihilated by bullshitters. People you know that's just jealous because they ain't got the anointment. And the reason they ain't got it is because of the fucked up shit they sit up and do every day. If they took the time to actually have a relationship with God and talk to him and confess they fucked up ways and actually try to come up with a plan to change and to put positivity in the community and wake people up instead of keeping people asleep on bullshit, gaslighting people, keeping people focused with shit that don't matter, bringing other people down, then you actually could have the anointing, but you don't want it. You want bullshit. That's what you feed your soul all day. All day I'm sharing scriptures on my page. I'm sharing scriptures. I might talk about my story right now, but it ain't easy. I'm in the trenches right now. I'm transitioning. I just got a new place because my landlord has been on my top. I have a bisexual landlord. That's already the spirit of the enemy because God didn't make a man to be like that. And he is extremely jealous of me and he is discriminating against me, doing stupid shit to make my life hard because I'm a female. But guess what? God fighting for me because cold on his ass. And everything he think he gonna do, it's a pit stop for it. God didn't already free me out this situation. He didn't put me somewhere else already, so I'm not worried. He didn't gave me double for my trouble because at this point I got two places. I'm not even worried, and I'm still gonna start my podcast. Everything just came crashing down on me once I decided to transmute my tarot reading channel into a Christian podcast. When I first started to do tarot, I was building up a fan base. I was getting followings, but COVID hit. And God put it in my spirit that he strongly opposed me doing tarot. Not to say that anything's against tarot because it's the few tarot reading channels that I like and actually watch. But I just wish that they would transmute the tarot into a Christian podcast because God speaks against that. And as much as I love tarot and thought that it was cool, it goes against my father's word. It really does. It goes under New Age witchcraft. And I had to sit down and realize that I needed to be delivered from the spirit of witchcraft. I did. I was burning sage. I was, you know, had the crystals. I was just going, finna bust hell wide open, But God saved me. He pulled me off that road and he was like, you doing it all wrong. That's not me. I'm not calling you. That's not me standing in the middle of that road. That's Satan. That's not me. I'm here. It's me. You know what I want. You know what I've always required of you. So what has changed? God sat me down. I said, you know what has changed, God? This world has changed. The truth so meshed in with lies, you don't even know what's real no more. It's just like a bitch that go get surgery, and after she get three BBL treatments, she want to go to the gym and want to act like that her body is homegrown now after she done had multiple surgeries. That's just how the enemy want to play with your mind. And then you got a person over here on this platform that's been going out working out at the gym the whole time, but you looking at somebody who didn't got their body by surgery and now they want to go to the gym like they've been doing it the whole time and then try to get all the credit because their body look like how you transforming your body to look. It's crazy. They will never support the real. They'll support a fake ass motherfucker pretending to be real, but they can't support no real motherfucker, and it's sad. Like these people half-ass make you not want to help them. They make you not want to deliver them. They make you want to just see their ass perish because they just do so much petty shit. They so disrespectful. They so bold. And they'll never give you your flowers. sit up and steal content from God's people all day, because I'm gonna tell you who God's people is. God's people is the one that got all the ideas, but the devil's people are the ones that can fund it. They be wanting your talent so they can put their money behind it and corrupt it. God's people don't never run out of ideas and creativity. And these celebrities and these people with these high followings just sit up and mock God's people all day and steal their platform. Anytime God try to bless his people with something to blow their platform up so they can hear his word, here come these selfish ass wannabe celebrities want to steal the spotlight. It's people, y'all, it's people right now that can't stand to see you blessed. They can't stand to see you have shit. Anytime you get something, they got a backhanded comment to say to counteract your blessing. Anytime somebody give you something, they sneaking up behind. Oh, why you get her that much? Oh, why you get her that? It's people that's trying to help you, and it's folks sitting around doing everything they can in their power to stop God's plan. But all that shit end today, and it end when you say it end. Because it's time to start praying for God's people. It's time to start sticking together. It's time to start opening your mouth. God's people keep their mouth too closed. And it's time to really activate your Christian faith and stand up for what's right. So my message for y'all today is, I know I could be a little bit all over the place, but this is my first time talking to y'all, and we have so much to cover. Because I went from being on drugs, and Lord knows I'm really putting my life on the line being honest with y'all, because I got a group of motherfuckers in my city. I can't say or do anything without them taking it and running with it. And truth be told, my video, my testimony, my sermon could be all over social media, but I'm ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not perfect. And I want to tell y'all my story. I grew up, I had a rough life. My mama absolutely robbed me of my whole childhood. She never did anything to make me happy. She was extremely selfish. Didn't let me go to my graduations. She was always triggering me to the point to where I said I couldn't take it no more. I got the fuck up out that house because I knew that it just something wasn't clicking right with her. Something wasn't clicking right with her. Either she was just really too goddamn selfish, or she just didn't give a fuck. But listen, y'all, I have struggled with drug addiction. I have done powder. I was never really addicted to powder. Or I never really was addicted to powder. I tried powder, and I was around a lot of people that did it. And because I was a prostitute having to make money, I don't have a family to call and ask for money. And a lot of y'all are blessed and fortunate to not have ever sold yourselves to be able to have daddies, fathers, and mothers to call on. But unfortunately, I don't have it like that. I have been prostituting to fund my businesses. I have businesses. I have a suite, and everything that I got, I went out and I hustled for it. I didn't have nobody to call on and ask. So please forgive me if y'all feel like I'm not living a righteous life, but I'm trying. And hopefully I could get my platform going and get some opportunities for me so I can never do that again. And start a program for girls that's just like me, that aged out of foster care, that didn't have any support or any family to go to, that had the result to prostituting. It's not easy. And it damages people. It really does. It damages people, and it changes people, and it also makes you stronger, and it makes you wiser. There's always a blessing in your pain. It's always something that you can do with your testimony to help deliver another person or help save their life from suicide, that's going through that same situation, that don't feel like it's nobody that understand what they're going through. If you are having to prostitute yourself because you don't feel like there's nobody to bring you stability and to help you, I'm here to tell you that I understand, and Jesus loves you, and you matter. And God is going to make a way to bring you up out of it, because he is bringing people like me to the forefront to be strong and to be brave and to share my testimony with you and to build my platform so I can reach down and help people like you and bring you up. I don't judge nobody. I'm not jealous hearted. I ain't never hated on other females. I didn't pay females rent, and they didn't went back and said I didn't perform services on them and did weird stuff. Like, people would never give you your flowers for being a good person, but as soon as you do something bad, they run and tell everybody. That's because they don't want to see you in a good light. Because I've done plenty of great things for people, but do you think you're gonna hear about that? No. No, no. So another thing God wanted me to tell you is stop trying to be good to everybody. Focus on the ones who deserve it. Stop depriving the ones who deserve it, thinking that you owe people something because they family. You don't owe nobody shit unless they doing what they supposed to do in this world. And God put it on your heart to bless them. Don't ever feel like you got to give a motherfucker something because they your family or because they your friend. Because God could be taking them through a period of suffering for being disobedient, and yet you getting in it. He could be punishing them for something they did to you that you didn't know about it, but you getting in it, and you know they not right. But you still helping fund their businesses. You know they pick on people, but you still allowing them to stay in your house. You know they selfish and keep having kids and taking from their family, and y'all already ain't got no money like that. You enabling it. God told me stop enabling negative and bad habits on people that you know. You're hindering them and you're stopping God's plan. Stop putting your energy into people that don't deserve it. A lot of y'all know y'all got not shit ass family members, spoiled, don't want to do nothing. And it's people out there God putting you into place with. He putting you face to face with the need help. All they need is somebody to fund their business, but yet you want to go give your cousin $500 to go fuck off and go to Miami, all because he your cousin. God ain't pleased with that shit. Fuck your cousin and his trip to Miami. Let him get his own goddamn money to go to Miami. It's people out here struggling to feed their families. People with babies out here. It's people sleeping under a bridge. And you think him going to Miami is important? Like, y'all need to wake up and really do God's work and quit being selfish as people. It start with you. The change start with you. And it start with the small things. Stop being loyal to people, certain to familiar status, and be loyal to God's plan for everybody, for the world. Be loyal to making the world a better place. Be loyal to making good people better, to giving good people opportunities that they never had. Be loyal to freeing the oppressed. Be loyal to the people that God sent you to help, whether you related to them or not. You ain't got to know nobody to help them. Majority of people don't never get blessed till they get around strangers, because the people they around hate them so much just because they think they know them. The same way people get blessed off familiar status, a lot of people don't get help just because of familiar status. People just tired of looking at your face. They don't like you because somebody else don't like you. But you can't let that dictate you. Be your own person and do what's right and do what God led you to do. Stop using excuses not to do what's right.